All right, so this is the first of the updates to show you guys the now tropical depression. It just recently got upgraded as we're watching the weather. Now, as compared to yesterday, the breeze is about the same, which we typically have a breeze here. So that's not abnormal. The trees are swaying back and forth. We normally have, I don't know, 10, 15 mile an hour breeze basically year round. I mean, I always tell everybody about 1 out of 20 days is a still day. 19 out of 20, there's always a nice breeze up here. But you can see that the clouds are starting to roll in just a bit. And again, nothing abnormal, just because, clouds do roll in midday in the tropics just because of the heat. So nothing really to report here Sunday morning. It does show, and I'll show you a quick map that I just took off the Weather Channel. And you can see, if you can orientate where Negros Oriental is, and specifically southern Negros Oriental, where we are here in Darwin. If you look at the track of the storm, the center line, or call it a bullseye, is basically going to be going right over us. So east is this way, right here, right over Siquijor, which you can barely see today. So the storm is coming basically due west, which is right this way. So just to the right of that tree, that's where the storm is coming. So we'll do short clips throughout the next, say, 48 hours and try to piece it all together to show you how a tropical depression starts to enter landfall. Now, the good news is we're on the west side. If you look at the map of the Philippines, we're on the the west side of the island. Now, Palawan is even more west than we are. If we go west from here, we would go to Palawan, the island of Palawan. But Mindanao is to our east. Mindanao is here and goes off that way. And Mindanao is a big island. And then we have Bohol this way, Cebu this way. And then on the other side of Bohol is Leyte and Samar. So all that landmass is what makes Negros Oriental a pretty good place to be, because the storms always come from east to west and then typically turn up north, which is that way, and then bypasses this island altogether. We do get storms from time to time, but not that often. But this one, since it's such a southern storm, is what they call it, a west runner. Kind of learning the the lingo here. They call it a west runner. So it's basically going to be coming due west, which is directly at us. So I'm becoming a meteorologist. So keep an eye on the clouds. Laser beam is still out. I would assume we're going to lose power. So that'll be part of our updates. But again, as long as we keep our battery at 100%, we're good to go. It's 100% right now with the sun being so high. And even though there's clouds, we're still producing way more than we're using. Wilma's a little under the weather. She's a little worse today. And I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit too, so that's not good. So I put her on antibiotics just in case it's not allergies. So she's resting, and she told me when we watched the weather report together. She goes, "You need to tie the Kubo down today." So I'm heading off to the hardware store here shortly, going solo, and I'm going to try to get some rebar. And a subscriber of ours, Derek, gave me that inspiration and advice. He's a contractor in Canada, and he visited our site with his lovely family not too long ago. So I'm going to try to find some rebar to drive in on an angle on either side. And you can hear the wind. Can you see the tree over there starting to really turn? Do a zoom. See the tree starting to move a little bit? Which is wind we get wind like that all the time. So nothing yet, but I'm going to do my best to try to get some rope and get some rebar into the ground, and then tie up and over the roof of the Kubo and come down the other side and get it into rebar to hold it down. Probably end up getting 4 pieces, so holding, you know, with the rope going that way, pulling this way, and then the opposite way pulling that way to hold it down. This is not a tropical typhoon. It's a tropical depression, so it's, you know, much more mild, thank God. But we'll be bringing you updates throughout the next 48 hours, and you can take the ride with us of how Building the Philippines handles its first direct hit of a tropical depression. All right, so I'm downtown Darwin, and I'm not solo, running some errands. I have my co-pilot. He loves to go with us anywhere in the vehicle, protecting his dad. So just doing a couple errands. Filled up the truck with fuel. Did have 3 tanks, bottles of water. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. We don't have enough laundry, and now I'm off to get some rope to tie down the Kubo and try to find some rebar as well. So am I over preparing? Probably so, but why not? Looked at the weather report again, and they named it a tropical depression, and it is indeed going to go basically right over Darwin, Dumaguete area. So we definitely need to be prepared. So Prince and I are out just preparing a couple items, and we'll see you at the next stop. Do you guys remember a few videos ago when we were downtown Darwin, and I said the Chinese plastic store has everything, and it was across the street from the laundromat? Well, they have everything. So I went to like 3 hardware stores. They were all closed today, and I did forget today's Sunday, so a lot of businesses are closed. But they had this real thick, real nice rope. I got 25 meters, 375 pesos, or $6.81. I just did the math here in the truck. So it's real thick. You can see it's the size of my finger. 25 meters, real good. So that's going to go a long way to help tie down the Kubo. Now I'm in the quest to find some rebar. So again, Z-Star Dry Goods, we call the Chinese plastic store, has a little of everything. Hey boy, come along for the ride. So now we are in search of rebar. So struck out with the rebar, so I'm gonna have to come up with another idea, which I'll certainly do. But I picked up Wilma. She said she wanted some sliced bread, so I got 2 loaves of bread. And then a little surprise for her. I got her 6 cookies that she likes. And this is kind of like a cornbread, but it more tastes like just vanilla cake. I got 3 of them. So 3 of them, 6 cookies, 2 loaves of bread, 125 pesos, or $2.25. Boy, how things change so quickly. I've been home now 15 minutes. Just went in, checked on Wilma. Didn't even get a chance to start tying down the Kubo yet. Actually, I have the rope still inside the Kubo in the bag. I was going around collecting all the chairs. Remember the rocking chair over there? Anything loose, put it in the dirty kitchen. I just got that done, and I was back there in the dirty kitchen. I could hear the rain starting to hit the roof. So look at the sky already. And I'll zoom in on the pool. It's coming down. I mean, it's not that hard, but it's not light either. This is starting a little early. And the wind is definitely coming from this direction. It's coming basically right into my face. And it's raining sideways. I'm sure the camera's not picking it up, but the rain is definitely coming in this direction. So the storm itself has switched over to a tropical depression, and it's definitely on its way. And the latest update is it is going to go basically directly right over this area. So I'm going to take you guys along with us. See how I just got quiet? A little bit of a lull. So I think that's the way it's going to be. There's going to be these bands. Oh, here we go. That's tropical rain. Rains like crazy, and it slows up for a little bit, and then it hits you again. So I have a feeling we're really going to test out our drainage, and I'm going to take you guys along with us. As Wilma and I and Prince and Wilma's mom go through this depression, we're going to do regular updates. I can see some fog starting to settle in. Definitely can't see the ocean. Now, the storm itself, the latest update, is not going to be over top of this area until Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. And it's now about Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. So we're 23 hours away from the heavy downpours of rain. And they're saying that it's about 75 kilometers wind speed. So what is that, about 40 miles an hour, something like that, 45 miles an hour. So again, not a typhoon. Look how quickly the fog's coming in. I hope the camera is picking it up. It's getting really cloudy here all at once. I mean, you can't even see past, say, where the transformer is. So I think we're going to be into it for a while. And we'll just keep giving you guys updates as we get through the next 24 to 36 hours. That should be on a postcard, right? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So hanging out here by the Kubo, and just fed Prince. And the breeze is starting to pick up just a little bit, but not too bad. Moon is out, so we caught a break. It only rained for like an hour or so, but just take a look at the sunset. That could be a very nice oil painting. Wouldn't that look good on the wall? So just wanted to show that we got a break in the action, and then by the time we wake up tomorrow, it should be definitely raining much harder. Have a good evening. Any bad weather, Prince is always in with us. So he has his favorite corner, chewing on his favorite bone. Okay, it's Monday morning. It's 8 a.m. Last night it did rain on and off quite a bit. We heard some pretty heavy showers. The wind has definitely kicked up, especially last night. We got quite a few gusts of wind that hit the house, and we could definitely feel the impact of the breeze. Now this morning it's not too bad. It's definitely cloudy, and the clouds are coming this way. So this is east, so a little northeast. The clouds are coming across. It's definitely cool. I think it was 71 degrees this morning when I got up Fahrenheit. But the breeze is on and off. It did rain pretty hard here about maybe 30 minutes ago. You can feel the gusts. Yeah, it's definitely picking up. And the way it's happening is, there'll be a lull, and then now you can definitely feel the wind hitting me, and then it'll be quiet again. So it's coming in bands. I looked at the weather this morning. I said yesterday that the track is to put the depression over us about 2 p.m. Now they're saying 3 p.m. and the storm is only moving 10 kilometers an hour. So supposedly, it'll progress throughout the day. But as of right now, let me zoom into the pool. It's not raining. I can, with the wind, I can feel a little bit, little sprinkles, but it's pretty good shape for right now. So definitely picked up last night, and it's still quite cloudy, and hopefully we'll get through this with no issues. All right, we are Monday, 12 noon. And the storm itself is still heading our way. So I just took a picture off the internet of the storm. And what I tried to do is orientate the picture. If you don't know what Negros Oriental looks like, the shape of Negros Oriental, it's basically going to be the center of the photo, the very center of the photo you're about to see. So as you can see, it's a big storm. It's still on its way, not quite to us yet. It's 12 noon, it's supposed to be here at 3. And it looks like it's going to go right over top of us, and we're pretty much, right in the center, a bullseye. So for right now, being just 3 hours away from the storm being basically over us, not too bad. I mean, it's windy. It's raining. Let me zoom in on the pool. You can see the rain. It's steady, but not that bad. I mean, we get many storms here, just regular storms, that is much heavier than this. Now, the wind has been consistent coming from this way. So that's true to form. So it is a west runner. And the rain bands has been off and on since the last clip that you saw. And the wind has been about the same too. A band of rain comes in, gets windy. The wind picks up, hits the house like it is right now. Definitely starting to get a little windy. I'm getting wet. The rain has hit me right in the face. I don't know if it's going to get on the camera or not. But definitely heavy rains. We're testing the drainage. Everything's working really good. You can see how we never have puddling. The rain, because this is domed, it all goes this way and out. Same thing on that side. Down there, it's not even tested. I walk down there, it's no water to be seen at all. It's all draining away. So we're very happy about that. Never did get a chance to tie that down, so that's not good. Now, if it was a tropical typhoon, I would have made it happen. But you can see it's a little bit windy. You might be asking about the solar. When I woke up this morning, we were 61% battery, which is very typical. We're making anywhere between 400 and 750 watts with this weather right here. So see the clouds, no laser beam today. In the clouds, we're making about 400 to 750 all day long. You can tell I have nothing to do, so I'm just keeping an eye on all the specifications of the solar today. We're running the house right now, no pool pump on, just we got a TV on all day, we had a fan on all day, both refrigerators on, no need for any lights, but they're like 5 to 7 watts a piece. I could turn on as many lights as I want. And we're running about 300 watts, sometimes 350. Open up the refrigerator with the digital inverter refrigerators, it might pop up to 350, maybe 400, and we're making 400. So we're making equal to or more. A few times today when it gets a little bit lighter, we're making like up to 750. The battery right now is 82%, so I went from 61 to 82%, so we are continuing to charge the battery, even though we're in the middle of a tropical depression. Here comes another band of rain. So probably will not get to 100% today. I don't think the battery will get to 100%. It's a very good test, but we're in the 80s. So and it's only 12 noon, and we normally make, battery charge from 12 noon to like 3 p.m. is like the peak time. And then we make a little bit between 3 and 4, and then it drops off. So we're still going to make some. So I'm hoping we get into the 90s, and then we'll be fine for the evening, because we only use about 30% to 40% every night. So that's where we're at right now. You can see by that photo that the storm is not quite to us yet. The heavy rain that's showed in red is almost to us. And I'll go ahead and shoot a video once we get to that point. So talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm going back inside. Prince told me, hey, let's have a tropical depression every day, because I get to sleep inside all day long. Okay, it's Monday, 3 p.m. It shows that the storm is breaking up, and I'll show you a photo of the latest radar. So it does appear that once again, as these storms come from the east and then they hit Mindanao and Leyte and Bohol and Cebu, they kind of break up before they get to Negros Oriental. You can see, I'll do a quick zoom. You can see the clouds are starting to break up, almost ready to come out blue skies. So definitely breaking up. Happy about that. And even though the storm is, essentially over us, it's breaking up. And I can actually have a good view of Oppo Island. Can you see it out there? So we couldn't see that for the last 24 hours. So without question, it looks like we dodged another bullet. Still getting some rumbles of high wind. You know that freight train sound when storms come in? In the last, I would say, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., we've gotten maybe a dozen of that freight train sound coming up the mountain. And then you can hear the wind hit the house, and you say, okay, it's starting to pick up, and then it goes right back down to like it is right now, just a slight breeze. So I think we dodged a bullet, guys. I think I'll do one more update. I wanted to do a 3 p.m. and you can hear the wind. Hear it coming in. You see all the leaves starting to fly. Yeah, take a look. See that? So this happens quite a bit. Now, I did hear downtown Darwin, the power is out, but not up here. The grid is still on, and of course our solar is still operational. Battery's still in the 80s. It's really not gaining. It might gain now a little bit as it's starting to break up. We're still making about 400 or 500 watts and using about 300, so we're just slowly adding to the battery bank. So we're probably going to be somewhere between 85 and 90% full, which is fine because we'll still make it through the night, and then tomorrow should be sunny and we'll be back up to 100%. But I wanted to do a 3 p.m. update for you guys because this is when the actual storm itself is supposed to be right over us. And I just wanted to do a quick update. Definitely getting some gusts. The drainage, I don't even want to say it was really tested. Look at the pool. It's not overflowing. So I'm going to say we got 3 inches of rain. We're probably 1.5 inches from overflowing. So maybe 3 inches of rain. So really, that's not a test. Don't need to think about any worries of drainage issues today. And that'll come soon enough. So I'll do one more update right before dark. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this updated just in case the internet goes out between now and tomorrow morning. So it looks like we made out okay. And I'm going to get you guys one more update as this storm starts to go past us. And it looks like we dodged another one. Tropical depression Kabayan is on its way past us. It did, over the last couple of hours, move south as it continues to move west, so southwest. It's still raining. It's still a little breezy, but the worst of it's over. It clouded up again for a while there between 3 p.m., which was my last update, and it's now 10 minutes after 5 p.m. It's still cloudy and raining, and it clouded up a little bit, but the breeze stayed about the same. So it looks like we fared well. Again, still raining sideways. I can see out there it's still raining this direction, but it's a light rain. So we dodged a bullet. Storm is now officially past us. I can show you a quick weather radar. So as you can see, the heavier rain is now south of us, which is in that direction, and it's moving southwest. So the worst of it is behind us. I'm sure we're going to get a breezy night throughout the night, and probably some additional rain. You can see from the last update, no real rain of significance. Still about 1.5 inches below the top of the pool, so about 3 inches total. And it was windy throughout the day, but again, nothing major. You can see leaves here, a little bit of cleanup. So that'll be tomorrow's project if it's nice. A lot of leaves in the pool, but we made it through. Our first close direct hit of a tropical depression. Prince is finally out. He's been sleeping all day, and when I put him out, he didn't even want to go out. I had to force him to go out. So he's here somewhere running around. See if I can find him real quick. Yeah, there he is. I gave him another little chew rawhide, so he's messing around with a little snack, a little piece of rawhide. But we made it through, guys. I'm glad you came along with us. Our solar made it to 87%. So that's pretty amazing. I mean, look at the day. No sun at all. The clouds are pretty dark, very, very thick. And we went from 61 to 87%. So we're typically at 5 p.m. We stop making power to the battery bank. So we're usually at 0 watts of solar, and then it starts to count down. Usually that happens at 5 p.m. and it's got about 5:15 now. So we're not going to be making any more power. And we're at 87%, so that's 13% down from normal. So we usually end up around 60, minus 13, it's 47. So when we get up tomorrow, we'll be, in the high 40s left in the battery bank. So it's good to know that we can get through a very cloudy day all day long with absolutely no sun. And the wind is changing direction, which means the storm is going by us. I don't know if you can see, but the rain now is going this way. So that does show that the storm is past us. So again, guys, we made it through. Appreciate you hanging with me. Quite a few clips to edit, put it together. But I hope you guys enjoy coming along for this tropical depression ride.